Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve Codeforce's problem event dates. Before we start looking into the problem details, I want to mention that my channel is dedicated to help people in their coding interviews and in their Java J2E interviews. You will find a lot of helpful videos on my channel related to Java interviews and coding interviews. You will find more than 200 solved coding problems which were previously asked by Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Yahoo, and many other big tech companies. And those are like different, like vast varieties of different coding interview questions covered there. So this channel can definitely help you in your interview preparation. So please subscribe to the channel. So let's go through the details of the problem. On a history lesson, the teacher asked Vasya to name the dates when n famous events took place. He doesn't remember the exact dates, but he remembers a segment of dates like LR, LI and RI inclusive, on which the event could have taken place. However, Vasya also remembers that there was at most one event in one day, which means that there cannot be duplicate events, right, in the same day. Help him choose such end dates of famous events that will fulfill both conditions. It is guaranteed that solution is possible. So let's look into the what input is given to us. The first line contains integer n, which is number of known events, and the following n lines contains li and ri for each event, right? Left and right side, like starting and ending you can say, or left and right you can say. So for example, here are three events, and this is like the description of the events, and we have to find out print n numbers, and those are the dates on which the events took place. If there are several solutions, print any of them. It is guaranteed that a solution exists, right? So this is what the problem statement says. So let's go through the whiteboarding example. For this one, I created one example here. So this is the input that is given to us, and we have to find out the dates, right, on which the event could have taken place. So first thing is, what we will do is, these are the intervals, right? So we will just create one segment class which will hold left and right side of every interval, right? So for example, this one is a one interval, you can say, like which starts at 1 and ends at 4, right? 2 to 4, this is another interval, right? And this is another interval from 1 to 6, right? And what we will do is, we will just create a segment objects. So let me just show you what segment is. Segment is one helper class. It has left and right side, right, for the segment, and it also has an index and answer, right? So index is like 0 1 2, like that index basically, right? So we will create these segments from all this, and this we will sort it first, right? And we will sort it based on this end time, right? So 4 4 6, so this is already sorted. This one is already sorted because you can see it is 4 4 6 on the ending time we are sorting, right, or on the right side. So let's just plot this segments. If you look at the segments, let's say first segment will look, let's say, from 1 to 4, let's say, right? So if this is, let's say, 0, right? If this is 0, so this is from 1 to 4, this is the first segment. The second segment will be from 2 to 4, so we'll just put it here. So this is the second segment. This is from 2 to 4, and the third segment is from 1 to 6. So this is from 2 to 4, and third is from 1 to 6. It will be, let's say, just like this. So this is from 1 to 6, right? So if these are the segments, we have to find out the event date which is possible, right? So, and they have already told us in the example that event date cannot be duplicate, right? For example, if one event take place in this first segment at 1, right, then let's say one event take place at 1 right here, then that's in the second segment, that event cannot take place at 1 again, right? Because this will be duplicate basically, right? So that's what they have already given us in the problem. So we have to find out the possible event dates. So we can choose how we are going to solve this problem is, we will start with from this 1 to 4, right? After sorting is done, we will start going through each sorted segment. So first sorted segment is this, right? This is first. So we will go from 1 to 4, and whenever we find a available day, then we will just choose it. For example, we are at 1, right? So 1 is not taken yet, so we will just keep one track we will keep track of what is taken, right? We will just create one set or something like set, and we will keep track of what is already taken. If it's not taken, then we will just take it, right? For example, 1 is not taken, so we will take it for this segment. Now if we are looking at the second segment start with 2 and ends at 4, right? So now the first date we can take is 2, right? And we'll check if it 2 is taken, not taken, right? Then we will just take the 2 basically, right? Because it's not taken, so it means that it is not duplicate, right? Now we are at the third segment. Here we will try to take 1 basically, right? But 1 is taken, so we cannot take it, right? Then we will try for 2. So 2 is taken, right? So we cannot take 2, right? Then we will go to 3. So we will try and we will take 3 basically, right? 3 is not taken, so we can take 3 here, and we will just add 3 here, right? So this is the way we can go through these segments, and we will find out unique dates, right, when the event could have occurred basically. So there can be multiple answers for this, but this is the way we are going to solve it. So one other possible answer, for example, for this one can be like you can say 4 to 3, right? 4 to 3 is also one another possible answer, right? So there can be multiple answers, we have to give any one of them. So our approach will be like this, and we will just going to solve, and we'll just output like this basically, right? So let's just go ahead and let's just take a look at the code so you will understand more. So segment is the helper class that we created. It has left, right, and index and answer, right? So these are 4 fields. So this one actually, so we have this solve method, right? So n is equal to given to us, n is equal to 3 means number of segments, and these are the segments which are given to us. They may not be sorted necessarily in the beginning, but we have to create the segment and then sort the segments, right? So we will just create segments, like for example 3. So we will just create segments array of 3, and we will go through all these inputs and we will create segment, right? So for example, we will read this input I, and then in 0 is left side, in 1 is right side, and I is the index basically, right, for that segment. So once the segments array is populated, we are going to sort the segments based on the right side, right? Based on the right side we will sort. So what it means is, here this is the right side, right? So it's already sorted. 446 means this is already sorted. So that's what we are doing here. After it's sorted, we will create one hash set here, and we'll call it as already used, right? If we, whenever we use any date, then we will just put it into already used set. So here we will go through all these segments that we created one by one after sorting is done, and we will check, like we will go from left side to right side of every segment. For example, 1 to 4 here, right? So 1 2 3 4. So we will go through each of these, and whenever we find a first available date, we will just break out, right? So as you can see, once we find out first available date here, which is not used basically, right, then we will just put that into our answer of segment, and we will just add it into already used set, right, the I, and we'll break out, right, because we already found the date for that segment. So we will keep looking for the next segment after that. So that is what we are doing, right? So I already explained you. So 1 2 3 4, in this case also, in this last segment we will go 1, then we will check 2, but both are taken, right? Already 1 is taken here, 2 is taken here. Then we will go to 3, and we find it available, so we will just take it here, right? So that is what we are doing here in this for loop. So after that one is done, then we will just sort the array based on the index, right? Because we want to start the array with 0 index, right? 0 1 2 3 like that. And then we will just loop through the segments and print the answer, right? Because answer is the day we have like we are going to use, right? It is a unique day that we are finding here basically. So we are just going to print it out. So let's give it a like a run now for this one. So as you can see, we are getting 1 2 3, which is the correct answer for this one. This one is the same example we discussed, 1 2 3. So there can be multiple answers as I said, but 1 2 3 is one of them. So we are getting correct answer here. We can take another example. Let's say we can take we can create another example for our test. So let's say we have four different segments, right? So 1 4 is there, then 2 4 is there, then or you can just say this one is 3 4, then 2 4, then 1 6, and then 2 6, right? 2 6. So let's just execute this one. So as you can see, for the first one we used a 3, for the second one we used a 2, right, because that is available. For the third one we used a 1, right, because that is available here, and for the fourth one we used a 4, right, because 1 2 3 is already used. So for this 2 to 6 range we will use 4 basically, because that is available, right? So that is the way we can find out unique event dates basically, with the help of sorting and with the help of hash set, right? Because we will use hash set to keep track of whenever we are using a date for any segment, we will just keep it stored into the hash set so that we will not reuse it, right? So we can make sure that it's unique for every segment. So this is the way we can solve the problem on Codeforces event dates. um, let's take this another example, 213 comma 13, just to make sure. So this is 2, then this one is 13 comma 13. Okay, let me just format this. So as you can see, for the first segment we used 1, and for the second segment we are using 2, right? So that is the way we can solve this problem. Yeah, I think we have tried couple of examples, so our solution is working fine. If you are new to my channel, on my channel you will find a playlist called as Codeforces, which has a lot of solved Codeforces problem explained with examples and Java code. There is another playlist called as Leet Code and Lint Code Solutions, which has a lot of Leet Code and Lint Code solved problems, which were taken from previously asked coding interview questions asked by Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, and many other big tech companies. So if you go through this playlist, you will get good hands-on practice on coding examples for your interview. If you are preparing for telephonic Java interviews, there is another playlist called as Java Interview, which discusses frequently asked telephonic Java interview questions. And those are kind of a sure shot questions. You will, like most of the times those questions come in the interview. So it will give you good practice. If you find this video helpful, if you like this video and the way it's created with whiteboarding session, examples and Java code, then please give it a like. Also subscribe to the channel. Your subscription to the channel is really important for us, because that is the way the videos can reach to more people who need help in solving coding problems. They can watch these solved coding problems, and they can understand how to approach different coding questions, and what data structures of Java and what APIs of Java to be applied on different varieties of coding questions. The goal of the channel is to help as many people as possible through creating videos that are helpful in the interview preparation. So if you like this video, if you find it helpful, please give it a like. If you have any questions, please put your questions below the description, and share this video with your friends and colleagues, and thanks for watching this video.